Smokey. Smokey, Smokey. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube, Smokey. Say hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. That's our adopted cat that I told you all about. He's gotten so big already, it's crazy. Anyways, we have some updates. All right, so as I told you, it looks like somebody did hack our website. I found a couple little minor things that got changed in the website that I didn't do. And that's what caused the red flag to Google and caused Google to shut us down. Of course, as I said, I've always loved Google. I use Google for everything, but my God, their customer service is horrible. Actually, there is no customer service because nobody's working. Imagine that. So when your website gets flagged and gets shut down, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it because you can't talk to anybody, which is just lovely. So we made some changes to the website. If you go on there right now, tightfitdumpsters.com, you might notice a couple little changes. Removed what we think is the problem. Again, we don't know what the exact problem is because they won't tell us. They just say your website violates our rules, policies, therefore it's been flagged and taken down off of Google. Well, that doesn't help us. You got to let us know what the problem is, but you can't talk to anybody, so we don't know. We're only going to guess. So we made some changes. The company that I have that's working on my website, they are now getting it back put up with Google. So if you Google dumpster rentals, Tuscaloosa, Northport, whatever, it'll come up. It's still not there yet, but it's almost there. Hopefully next week it'll be up. And then it's a matter of getting the reviews back on there from the people who left reviews. So it'll bring it up towards, one of the first listings that pops up. Plus working on some SEO stuff with Google to bring it up, towards the top of the list. So that's an update on that. It's been a rough couple of weeks, I'd say. Number one, losing the website. So I just picked up the dumpster and emptied it, and that's probably going to be the last rental, I would say, for a month or so, I'm guessing. Because of what's going on, people don't know I exist. So until this all gets fixed and I get back on Google and brought back up, that might have been my last rental for about a month, which sucks. But it's giving me time to redo the website, change a couple of things, and I'm looking at it as a refresh and start from the beginning, and then now in 2022, just kill it. That's the way I'm looking at it. But let's see, what else bad news can I tell you? You saw we got the car. Found out yesterday my kids have COVID. They feel like they got hit by a truck. But that was yesterday. They felt really bad. Today they're actually feeling better. So thank God, that's a relief because they're in Miami. So it's not like I can just drive down the road and go see them. But they are doing better today. So hopefully that all goes well. Another bad news, and it's frustrating again because, like I said, y'all know what we do, how we help people. We try to provide people with good service. We treat people well. You finally have a company that answers their phone. There's people actually working. You're not talking to somebody in another country. And we try to do everything right and help people. And we're good people. We really are. And so I have another minor setback, which I'm getting ready to work on right now. And let me show you this. So I discovered the other day, I hooked the truck up to this trailer and I turned on the headlights, and I discovered that those lights on both sides, when you turn on the headlights, do not come on. Those lights do not come on both sides, and the tail lights don't come on when you turn on the headlights like they should, the running lights. Now the turn signals work and the brake lights work, but none of the lights work when you turn on the headlights. By the way, in case you're wondering why is this up at an angle, if you didn't notice, when I leave them parked, I always leave it at an angle because when it rains, I don't want water to sit in there and rust out the bottom. So that way the water will run out of it because it's at an angle, and it won't rust as much inside. In case you noticed that gap and why it was up. So anyways, they didn't work. I said, well, all right, I'll deal with it another day, figure out what the heck's going on, add that to my to-do list. Then I hooked up to this trailer, and had to move this one, turned on the headlights. Same thing. Those lights don't work. The ones in the back don't work. However, the turn signal and the brake lights work. I said, okay, well then clearly there's a problem with the truck, because these trailers were working fine. All the lights were working fine. So clearly there's a problem with the truck. So I go to the fuse box, get out the owner's manual. I find the fuse is blown. Cool. I go over to auto parts store and buy some fuses, put the fuse in, hooked up to this trailer, worked perfect. All the lights were working. I said yes. I felt great about myself. I felt like I accomplished a world record because I actually found a fuse. Because if you know me, I'm not super mechanically inclined. So for me to find a fuse that's blown and fix the lights, man, life is good. So then I connected to this one. I said, well, let me just connect this one to be safe. Lights didn't work. I'm like, all right, well, this isn't good. So I said, this one works. This one now doesn't work. There's a problem. I checked the fuse again over here. The fuse is blown again. So clearly there's a problem here with this trailer that keeps blowing the fuses in the truck. So I put a new fuse, connected it back again, and it blew again. So now I know for sure there's a problem with this. So I took it to the dump 2 days ago to empty the last one that I think I'm gonna have like now for a while. And my wife went with me. She wanted to get out of the house. And as we're walking back, she says, hey, Eric, what is that? I said, what are you talking about, honey? And she notices this wire hanging. I went, huh? There's electrical tape because I put it on there right now just before I started this video. This wire connects to the back of this, and the wires were exposed. So I said, somehow, some way, as I get down here, this got ripped out of here. That might be what's causing the short, right? So I said, all right, well, I'm gonna have to get electrical tape out of the closet. And as I get ready to get up, I look over to this side and look at that. There's a wire hanging from that light too. That tells me somebody reached up under here, because as you can see, it's here. It's not like it's just hanging out and it's gonna get ripped off. Somebody vandalized this, ripped these lights, ripped this out, went on that side and ripped that side out, which frustrates me again. Because what have I done to anybody for them to do that? I don't bother nobody. I get along great with all my neighbors. So I think this must have been at a house that it was rented at. I don't know if somebody was trying to steal it, what was going on. Some kids just walking by and decided to do that. I have no idea. But somebody's messing with me, or did. So not only am I dealing with the website, now I need to fix this. So for now, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm just putting electrical tape over this. I'm gonna put electrical tape over on the other one just to cover up the bare ends. If this doesn't work for now, I don't care. I just want to make sure, because I need the taillights to work when I turn on the headlights, because if I ever drive at night, I need the lights. I rarely drive these trailers at night, but there's sometimes I'll have to pick it up early in the morning at a customer's house or deliver it in the evening, and we all know it gets dark early right now. I need the lights to work. So I'm hoping this will at least get the taillights to turn on when I turn on the headlights. That's what's important to me. I'm not as concerned with these, even though technically I can get a ticket. Nobody really messes with you with this. However, I will be replacing this. I found them online. They're $10. So I'm just going to order these. But for right now, I just want to at least make sure it's working. So I've put the electrical tape on this one. I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to put electrical tape on that one. Then I'm going to climb up under here and I'm going to look at all the other wiring to see if anything else has been messed with. Hopefully it's just these two. If taping this and taping that one does not work, does not fix the problem, because I have extra fuses, I'm going to back up to this and see if that works. If it does not work and I keep shorting out, I'm going to have to either take it to the dealer, which I don't want to do because I'm sure they're going to charge me an arm and a leg to figure out why I keep shorting and fix it. Or I'll have to find someone local that knows how to work on electrical stuff and see if they can take a look at it. But I'm going to take both of these in, then check both of the wiring. I mean, all the wiring under there, just to make sure all that's legit. If I find out all the rest of the wiring looks good and it's just these two, after I'm taping them, I'm going to put the truck here, just see what happens. And if that doesn't work, then I got to take it to a professional. But as you can see here, it came out from behind this light. Like, what the hell? You know, why would somebody do that? Do you have nothing better to do with your time? I don't understand. So, and like I said, I don't argue with nobody. We get along with our neighbors. We have no issues with anybody, so it makes no sense to me. I live my life drama-free as much as possible. But anyways, this one works fine. So nobody mess with that wires. That one works perfect. I don't have to worry about it. I only got to deal with this one. So let me get some tape on that wire, and then I'll check back with you and see what happens from there. All right, so I taped that up. I lifted this up. Looking at the wires here, everything looks good. One little concern I have, and it might not be anything, so I'm looking at these wires here, the white ones, and you can see right there those little brown marks. Now that might not be nothing. I can't tell. I don't feel wire. I don't know if it's something burnt. Can't quite tell yet, but other than that, it looks fine. Down here, I'm gonna have to crawl under the back over there and see if I see anything. But this side, which would be the driver's side, under here, looks fine from what I can tell. Then coming over here, that wire I showed you that was ripped out, this is it here. I've taped it up. That wire goes along here into that area that goes to the front, which I've already checked that wire. Everything looks good there. There's no wires that run along this side except when you get to the back right there, which I'm going to look at those. I got to crawl underneath, and I got to look at that side over there. Other than that, that should be it for wiring. So let me check that real quick. On my back here, let's see. This looks fine. I think this wire here goes over to the other side of the trailer. These are all connected fine. Well, can't see there, but let's crawl over to this side. This isn't my best angle. I'm an old man. Let's see. See, now there's lights here, but, which is weird, I can't get to them because of this, which tells me the wires in there should be fine because nobody can get to it. Then over here, these wires all look okay. This wire here goes back to that side, to the other one that I was just pulling. So, from what I can tell, everything back here looks fine. Doesn't look like anything's been messed with, anything's been pulled. Same with these lights here. You can't get into them because it's closed in the bottom and it's closed in the back. The only way to get to them is pull them out. So, visibly, I cannot see anything wrong with any of these lights. So like I said, I'm gonna get the truck, I'll turn on the lights and see what happens. If it blows again, the only other thing I can think of is somehow, some way, with these being disconnected, the wire being pulled out, for some reason, that's continually blowing the fuse. Which, I am definitely not an electrician. I don't understand all that stuff. But in my mind, if I have electrical tape around the wires, there's nothing exposed and it's not touching metal, why would it short out because it's disconnected from that fuse? I mean, from that light and that light. Just because it's disconnected doesn't mean, in my eyes, it should burn out. I might be completely wrong, and y'all could let me know if I am. But we're going to see if taping those ends worked. All right, we've put the truck in place. Let's go pop the hood. I need to actually check the fuse first because I don't remember if I replaced it after the last time it blew or if I left it. So let's see here. You know, this is hard doing it with one hand, trying to film. I do know exactly which fuse it is because I've replaced it like 3 times. All right, so this fuse, I did replace it, and it's good. And you can probably tell that it's good. Yep. So let's put that right back where it was. Okay, that's in there. Turn the lights off just for right now. Clearly, I need to go get my truck washed. It's been 3 weeks. I usually wash it every weekend, but it's been raining the last 2 Saturdays. So this Saturday it will get washed because the weather looks like it's supposed to be good. Let me put you down for 1 second so I can plug this in. All right, that's plugged in. And before I put on the headlights, let me show you all what I was talking about. Let's turn on our left turn signal. Left turn signal. Left turn signal. At least all the truck lights work. Left turn signal. Left turn signal. So the turn signals and the brake lights, they work fine on the trailer, thankfully. Now let's go turn on the headlights. This is the one I'm nervous about. Because if this blows the fuse again, I'm kind of stuck. Headlights on. Barking dogs activated. And we have no lights. So something is going on. And I suspect, let me turn off the lights. I suspect this fuse will be blown again. And as I suspected, it is blown. I don't know if you can see it here, but when I look at it, the very tip of that curve up there is separated. It blew it again. So, for now, I'm going to just put it right back there. I don't forget the spot, even though I know I won't because I've done it a bunch of times. So there's a problem, and I don't know what it is. Maybe one of you guys are good electric stuff can comment on this video. Live in Alabama. Maybe you can help me out, and I could bring it to you, the trailer. I don't know what else to do. But the only other thing, like I said, I can think to do is go ahead and replace those lights, which I could probably do on my own. And maybe that'll fix the problem. Tell me what you guys think. I hate to, well, I need to fix them regardless, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I hate to replace them and it doesn't fix the problem, but even if it doesn't, they still need to be replaced or fixed because I need those lights to work eventually. So, anyways, so I look at this as it's just another part of owning a business. You're gonna have problems, you're gonna have ups and downs, you're gonna have speed bumps along the way. Nothing's ever going to work out perfect and smooth. This is just one of those things as a business owner you got to deal with. You're always going to have problems. You're always going to have hiccups. You're always going to have some kind of stress. I guess unless you're Amazon, where you start this business and all of a sudden become a billionaire, you're going to have these kind of problems. So it just sucks, but we'll get through it. We'll get past it. I'm not letting it bring me down. There's still many more people out there that are going to depend on us, that need help, and we're going to be here for them. We're going to make it work. I'm not going to let someone who tried to vandalize my trailer bring me down, someone who tried to hack my website bring me down. I just would love to know why. But at the end of the day, there's people that are like that. And there's no doubt in my mind someone vandalized a trailer because, like I said, those wires that you saw hanging are normally tucked up under there. There's nothing that's just gonna accidentally rip it out. If I went over something like that, the trailer would have got stuck. It would have got bottomed out because the trailer is lower than the wires. So that tells me for sure somebody reached up under there and ripped those out. Hopefully that's the only damage. Hopefully if I replace these lights, that will fix the problem. I'm not too sure about that though. But anyways, I've talked enough on this video. That's an update. The last thing is the money for St. Jude's. I was supposed to have done that video, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, as I've always been in these videos. That money is still set aside, and I'm still going to do it. I just have it sitting in the account right now as an emergency fund, just in case. I don't know how long this website is supposed to be. It should be within a month. We should be back to normal, and if so, I'll be fine. I just have it sitting there as an emergency, just in case I got to bail myself out of anything. And it's not a bunch of money anyways, but it's a payment or two that'll help me if I need it. Hopefully I don't need it, and if I do, I'm going to put the money right back, and then I'm still going to make the videos doing St. Jude's. It'll just be a little bit late, because that's something that's important to me that I want to do. But I have it there just in case. Once this is all back up and running, and if I didn't even need that money, we're going to do that video right away, which I don't think I'm going to need it, but it's there just in case. Other than that, that's it. That's an update on everything. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Pray for us. Support us. Pray for us. Because right now somebody's messing with me, and I don't know why. And it might be just a stroke of bad luck. Like I said, I may have left this trailer at someone's house. Some kids walked by and just decided to mess with it. It might be nothing. But always worries when it's your business, you know? So anyways, God bless and be safe.